From the left side of White City, this is Drinks with Mark and Rich. On today's episode, the guys welcome Adam Heinlen to discuss Bradley Manning, take questions from the girls at Dilly Deli, and check out some more Craigslist misconnections. And now, here they are, one kitchen table and a microphone, Mark and Rich.
If you ever need to say anything, hey.
Hi.
Hello. Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming to Drinks with Mark and Rich tonight. We have our very first white person on the show. Over there is Adam Heinlen. I'm Mark Jones. This is my man, Rich Bielefeld.
What's up? Oh, is my mic on? Yeah. No, I don't think I'm on.
No, you're on.
Hello. I can't hear me in the...
I can't hear you either.
Oh, poop.
Let's do it again.
Hello. I'm not on the show. I'm just going to shout.
There you are.
You were there. You're just not there.
Don't edit that out. Just keep it. That's hilarious.
Right on.
That's magic. Where were we? We're talking about Adam being white.
Yeah. Well, I'm adopted.
So you could be anything.
I could be anything.
Grew up a poor black blues
I can morph. You would be surprised at the things I can actually do. We're not going to discuss them right here. That shit gets out.
Something
You
about
could be from anywhere.
Well, I'm from Milwaukee. I can't be from anywhere. There's a birth certificate that goes along with it.
You made that up.
Sort of.
Stop making up words.
I would have brought
That's
it in.
a place. That's a made-up city by Norman Lear.
Shel Silverstein
Schlemazel.
story, I think.
Schlemazel. Hassenpfeffer.
Yeah, that's
That's what I'm talking about. Laverne, Shirley, all the kids were from there.
Where are we? Okay.
I went ahead and gave up on bringing the timer to the table.
We never
touch it. We probably actually would use it tonight, though.
We're going to get a couple of things tonight, and then at the end, we're going to have a special little treat for you guys. So let's get into it. One of the most topical things right now, actually the topic of the day, has been the trial of Bradley Manning and the verdict that was actually given today. He was acquitted on the most serious charge, which was basically, what was it? Anybody?
Oh, aiding terrorism.
Aiding terrorism, that's correct. Okay.
Or something to that effect, yes.
He was found guilty on 19 other things, but...
he stole some things.
He did indeed steal some things, and I think unlike an Edward Snowden, he didn't... It's not like he went on the lam. He knew he was guilty. He pled guilty to all these charges, except for the
most major one. Right. Which you and I discussed earlier, he probably didn't deserve like a treason charge or anything like that. It's probably a little aggressive for what he did. My biggest issue with it is that, this is what happens when you have a dad and two brothers that are really good quarterbacks in the NFL, and you don't have a choice but to probably go in the Army.
Exactly.
It's
Archie's failure, honestly.
Well, I don't know if it's his failure so much. It might be Eli. He seems a little separated from the family, and I don't know.
He still might be on my fantasy football roster, so I'm definitely taking him over Aaron Hernandez. So
you're taking Bradley Manning.
Bradley Manning.
Probably, I don't know. I don't take quarterbacks right away, so I'm probably going to go third or fourth round.
That kid wasn't even a quarterback.
Oh.
There's no way.
Okay.
Johnny Manziel got kicked out of the Manning quarterback camp because he showed up late. He was out drinking and whatever.
Right.
Their own son, Bradley,
couldn't even make it.
He couldn't. He was off in a war or in prison or something like that.
What a sad story.
Archie's rough.
Priorities.
This is sadder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's not good.
But I just, again, there's already comparisons drawn between him and Edward Snowden. Yeah, this kid, and I'm kind of two minds on the whole issue, but I will say this: he didn't try and run. He knew what he's doing. He felt he says he felt a greater calling, and he accepted his what he did was wrong, and he fessed up to it. Unlike maybe an Edward Snowden who says that pretty much the same message, like, oh, the American people needed to hear this. I did this for for America, but you don't want to.
Yeah,
you don't want to take your punishment. You don't want to take
Snowden's answer was yeah, but, and Manning's answer was guilty.
Right.
He pled guilty.
Yeah.
Man up, fuck it.
I'm guilty. Now, on my of course, my other. I'm sorry, you don't.
No, you guys are fine. My point was that Manning may like prison sex more than Snowden.
That's a good selling point, though.
I mean,
you never. That's why we have white people on the show, because they bring a different perspective.
They enjoy prison sex.
The only other thing I can think of is just is that what? Speaking for white people, you enjoy.
Are you the voice of white people?
Really? Am I not?
There's a lot of evidence pointing to that. Andy Dufresne from the Shawshank Redemption was white, and he walked into that prison asking for it. I mean,
yes, but he served another purpose, and that was accounting.
He did. He loved accounting, prison sex, and then
beaches,
large scale excavation.
Being on beaches with old black men.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was if there's a sequel to that, it's those two on that rundown boat just going after each other.
Yeah. Tickle fights and whatnot.
But you guys mentioned this on the first show, and I agree entirely with what your point was. Snowden is kind of a self-serving douchebag. That's really kind of what it boiled down to.
Yeah. The only other take I have on it is, again, I said I was of two minds on the whole thing. And I'm also of one very sweaty mind right now. Is that he was guilty. Bradley Manning is guilty of the other things. He did steal. And basically, at the end of the day, he broke an oath. This is a volunteer job. This is not, I'm a vet.
I'm a vet.
Adam is a vet as well.
I'm a white vet.
That's a very specific category.
Adopted white vet.
If you
He's
knew,
making himself a minority.
I know he is. You're not.
Do you want to keep going? I'm also a PK, and I was also a military brat.
Okay.
I'm a white adopted military brat PK.
I don't know. What's a PK?
Preacher's kid.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, I never knew that about
you
you.
guys had names for yourself.
Wow.
Whatever.
Yeah. No. We didn't. We don't come up with the names.
This was teased on you.
Yeah, well, it happens. So, you were saying. Sorry.
Is PK derogatory?
No, it's fine. Everybody knows the PKs are the war. We supposedly have this attitude of being
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild, tattooed on your rundown. Giving away. No, I'm not going to give away.
That's called foreshadowing.
I'm not going to give away. No, it's if you knew you were going to be under a lot of stress for this job, and it's completely volunteer. If you can't handle the workload, I mean, there's other ways to get out of the Army other than stealing 700 documents. I mean, there's easier ways to get out. But
don't do so well on your ASVAB that you get an important job. Be a mechanic.
Slice your trigger finger.
Or do that. Yeah, whatever it is. I don't know.
But I don't know. Anyway, I mean, that's kind of the shitty part of me. I read in
being
news
Archie
today,
Manning's son. You're right.
Damn those Mannings.
I read today online. There was a report, allegedly from the New England Journal of Medicine, that said staring at women's breasts for at least 10 minutes has the same, I believe it was the same health benefits as 20 minutes of aerobic exercise. If you have a for or against, I'd like to hear it.
Well, I'll go ahead and go on this.
Okay.
I think the biggest, the wow factor on this for me is that my health has probably been in steady decline over the last several years because I've actually been looking at men's breasts, not women's breasts, and that's might be a problem.
They finally clarified with a magazine article and used the word women's instead of just
and
saying breasts.
Yeah.
That's where we fucked up.
And you lived in that ambiguity where you're like, is it both are good?
Getting my
aerobics
on, getting my fitness on.
Well, I'll tell you this.
You look good though. I mean,
I thank you. Start with thank you.
To
I
be
appreciate
fair,
that.
you're being fair to the rest of us by looking at dudes' boobs.
Tits, and then you look at tits, and then he's looking at dudes.
He's looking at guys.
Yeah.
So we might have
maybe everybody has it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go to his gym.
I will tell you that. Well, you don't need to go to the gym. Just go ahead and DVR that that Southern Comfort commercial or the mirror.
I like that, dude.
If you just DVR that Southern Comfort commercial and just watch that guy for about an hour every day, you are going to get some sort of benefit out of it. I promise you.
The newer Southern Comfort commercial with the dude in the barber chair. I know I've talked about as I approach. That's what I'm transitioning. Yeah, I'm transitioning into that dude. That's me here, not too long. So
Albuquerque Rich.
Yep, I'm gonna need a slick nickname.
Santa Fe Rich.
I'd like to say that in support of that. And I know that we're trying, we're moving into a polite society where we look at each other in the eye and we try and give women as much respect. Sorry, I look at your tits all the time.
My health's got to come first, babe.
Yep.
Good point.
I look at a lot of tits, man, and
see, I don't.
It does make me feel good. I do find it stress relieving.
It relieves your stress later when you're alone.
Right. There's a lot of stress in the front of my pants.
He doesn't need to be alone.
But
he doesn't need to be alone.
I've seen what he can do.
Okay.
I'm like a dog alone at your house. I just got to tear up.
Oh,
I'm in your underwear.
Look, Rich is on my leg again.
Your leg was asking for it.
He left something, because it was there, right?
So I get nervous. And then I have much like a dog, I have no concept of time. If like 5 minutes is the same as a year. You walk out the front door to go get the paper, and you walk. I'm like, where the hell were you, man? I ate.
Get back together, sex.
I ate all the important mail and the checks you had. I ate all. It's just nervous as shit. Sorry. Anyway, I will tell you right now that the story that was we just mentioned is actually. Somebody reprinted. It's a hoax. It's an internet hoax. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Breaking us,
it was actually first run in the Weekly World News, which is a tabloid. It was, and then they said it was.
That's a tabloid.
Yes,
really.
The Weekly
it's a
World
very
News.
Nice name for a tabloid.
It is. It's very believable.
I would trust them implicitly. You're probably gonna have to edit that out. That's a Nick Kroll reference. Anyway, let's see.
Did you have a point, Adam?
Not really.
Talk about titties. Just go.
That's the thing. I don't talk about. I'm not a titty guy.
We bring up titties a lot,
but I'm not a titty guy. I'm on the record now as, and I have been for years. Tits to me are a couple. You either have them, and girls that have them and have good ones live and die by that. So it's their bread and butter, right? And you can get fake ones, right? So you live and die by that. I'm an ass guy through and through because you got to work on that thing.
You look like an ass guy.
That caboose was created by you, and you have to maintain that thing. And
or gifted to you.
Which
some of them are a gift.
They are a gift.
So operating under the assumption, well, I'm taking it in. Operating under the assumption that the previous story was true, are you saying that looking at ass all day also it's beneficial for you as well, or
men's or women's?
I don't know. That's again, I'm gonna say women for me, but that's you. We said earlier, dude. If you're staring at dudes' chests and you look like you're in pretty good shape, and actually he's older than both of us.
I got some years.
He's got
we're gonna have to saw him in half and count his rings later.
Yeah, but you look great. So if you want to stare at men's butts,
I appreciate that.
Been looking at your boobs and booty for a while.
I like any attention. Attention is my drug of choice. So, dudes want to look at me or chicks want. I really don't even care. That's fine. I'll take a compliment where I can get it. I don't care.
But yeah, Adam, you are a damn fine looking.
I'm gonna need more whiskey.
Adam is actually. You know how like maybe you and I have been unbelievably probably some white girl's fantasy in the past, whatever. Adam would represent like my fantasy, like that's exotic for me.
Yeah.
Because everybody I grew up was brown.
I see exactly what you're saying.
But like honestly, again, like white men, like one of the biggest things is like is Asian women, and that's like
the blonde chicks want to be brunettes, and the brunettes want to be blonde chicks. Yeah.
This is going to sound totally dumb, but the most exotic thing for me, and it is my kryptonite, and I try and avoid it as much as possible. Redheads.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got to get away from it.
I'm not gonna. I've been with a few, and
it's nothing for you. You're white. I'm just saying for me as a brown person,
it's a lot more exotic.
It's very exotic,
from the side
man.
Of the glass.
Redhead.
Look, a drunk Irish chick is a drunk Irish chick. Go to Chicago. They have them. You can just go to a store. They actually have stores of them there.
I will not go to Chicago, sir.
You shouldn't.
It'll be my ruination. I can't. I see it. This is not even a joke. This is not even for radio play or whatever. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I see a redhead just covered in freckles and shit. I got to get away. It's too much for me. I act stupid. I say dumb things. What's your favorite street? Just dumb shit. I can't handle it, man. And I know they're bad for me, so I just try and get away.
Yeah.
I actually
like heroin,
right? And I'm just gonna be as mean as I can to them. I just gotta get you away.
I hear you.
But secretly, I'm like,
Did the Worldwide magazine
exotic.
tell you that heroin was bad for you? Because I had not heard that previously.
is this also something
Is that-
that's purported on the New England Journal of Medicine that heroin was bad, and then you have a different take on it?
the same.
Tell me, I want to
liars
hear
that
this.
told us
Tell
about
me.
the,
It might explain why I'm staring at dudes' boobs all the time.
Again, if this comes to a point where he's doing heroin and he looks good,
he's just like the poster child.
can we
for
mention your
that.
age?
Blondie did it. I'm 45 years old.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, actually, nobody thought I would make it this far. So
I saw you a couple days ago, and I didn't think you'd do this.
Yeah,
thing, so.
we were texting what the over under on you.
Yeah,
was.
48 hours ago. I'm like, he won't even be here.
no,
Just plan something else.
this is actually gonna. This show's gonna be at a gravesite tonight.
This will be a tribute, probably.
Worst guest ever.
We'll edit it in
just-
black and white.
Yeah.
It'll,
Just
it'll
laid
be
there.
freeze frame.
We'll
He
be
just laid there in a coffin.
dedicated to.
We'll be
Adam.
doing this from Moore's funeral home.
I will tell you this about the Gingers. They're adventurous.
All right.
I'll give them that.
Expand on adventurous. Like
So
sexually?
drunk that you
Yeah.
can do anything you want to them.
Okay. I'm into that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I like it.
I just want to hit him.
I know he sounds like Robert De Niro out of This Boy's Life. You can have it doggy style or on your side, and that's it. That's it? Yeah, I'm not into the wild stuff.
No. The wild stuff's great. Them being so drunk that they'll do anything. I'm not into that. Yeah, nobody.
Unless I'm drunk.
Like nobody
Man.
should.
Like clean your car and stuff. Do anything.
No.
I'm the old married guy, so that's my fantasy.
No, I will tell you this. Since the railroads were done being built, Irish people haven't done shit in America. So
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Have you ever seen Gangs of New York? Apparently.
the railroads
that was
were still being built.
pre-railroad.
Yeah.
Whoops. A shift is going on in America. So we're just.
That was the best I could do. It's okay.
But
Thanks,
thank you.
sweetie.
Okay.
When we cut to this camera, it'll still be there, so that kind of makes it okay.
Is that camera doing okay? Where's Cedric the engineer? Is he around here somewhere? Can we?
He got the night off. I think it's a engineer's holiday or something like that.
It was the Black Awareness Rally.
I think so. He called in.
Black awareness?
Yeah, he's all about.
Are people unaware of?
He's suddenly aware that he's.
Oh. Huh. Good for Sed.
Adam again is white. He doesn't understand that people any shade darker of him like to organize and be around each other. He's like,
It's
oh,
the secret meetings.
we have There's holidays and stuff that brown and black people.
I don't
enjoy.
buy that.
Don't okay.
Kwanzaa?
That's,
Is that yours? Are you guys
not
claiming
mine.
that? So what are the holidays?
For me,
We can't tell you. You're not privy.
Yeah,
I was adopted, remember? There's no
He's playing
definitive
that
proof that I'm
minority
white.
card
I
again.
know. He's trying to make it like more of a minority than us. Do you celebrate Ratu Sakuna Day? No, I do. So there. How many people out, I don't know, in the state of Oklahoma, or whoever's listening to this, wherever the hell you are, do you celebrate Ratu Sakuna Day? No, so that makes me maybe a little bit more of a minority. I don't have any big reservations or gatherings here in the state of Oklahoma, so there.
Your
Go
dad,
toe-to-toe?
your dad British?
No, he's also white.
No, he's a salesman.
Yeah. He's a dancer. He's an amazing dancer.
Salesman.
Is he really?
Is he really? Al is really?
Apparently, my mother tells stories about that. Originally, why they were attracted, why she was attracted.
No,
You're
you're
just a
boogieing fool.
foxtrot Charleston.
Your dad was getting some strange.
Fucking whatever weird dances were going on when washing machines were invented. I don't fucking know. They didn't. I mean, this is Fiji, so they didn't have any TV. So watching a white man boogie.
That was their entertainment.
Yeah, in the middle of their day.
I'd like to see a white man boogie. That's all.
See,
he can still
you'll look like me if you keep that up. Yeah. Hour a day of watching white men boogie. This is where you'll be.
Apparently, he had three talents. He could dance, he could make spaghetti, and he drove a motorcycle. That was it.
I got 2 of those. I'm not white.
You're not white.
Damn.
You're already married too.
I cashed in my white coin.
You cashed in a trip to find somebody special in Fiji. Sorry, you're good.
Out of
You're
luck.
now.
Dead air.
Yep, that's the best part. Sorry, because I was drinking.
I made myself look like a fool digging for that one. Can you hand me one, please, sir?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to stop talking.
Out of the ice cube.
The whole reason for this fucking show.
Out of the ice cube, yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. I'm good. Mr. Zimmerman, can I ask you a question? How did it feel to shoot Trayvon? Was that okay with you, or?
Wow.
Wow, Woo!
I mean, I don't know how we got you on this show, but I'm not buying it.
He thinks I'm Zimmerman in disguise. I look nothing like Bob Dylan, sir.
I think you might be George Zimmerman.
He looked very Latino for a Jew.
Yeah, that was really...
I don't know.
Cher sang about it, Half-Breed. I mean, it wasn't really about Latinos and Jews, but...
Keep talking. Don't let that air go. I gotta get myself a beer. Apparently nobody talks when I'm...
Juan Epstein was my favorite Latino Jew.
Yeah.
Jutino.
You are a disgusting human being.
Jutino.
That
rolls off the tongue.
Go ahead and ring in with any bad
racial slurs?
Sweat Hogs impression you can do. I don't really care.
Oh.
Mr. Carter!
Give me drugs.
Hi
there. I don't know. So that's my terrible. Freddie Boom Boom Washington.
Freddie Boom Boom. He was not white.
Nope. Good. Excellent job, Adam.
Oh, and I meant to congratulate you on the point earlier about welcoming all of our worldwide listeners and viewers, since we're not just local, we're not just Oklahoma, we are world motherfucking wide.
Yeah.
What?
We're on iTunes now.
We're on the
interwebs. See, you have to explain it to people.
I'm
so
sorry,
when you tell your adopted people if they still care for you at all, if they want to hear you, to tell them to go to iTunes.
You know, we don't have songs or anything. There are no songs about adoption. When I was told I was adopted, my mom and dad, they bought a book and they sat me down. I think I was 8 years old, and they sat me down and explained it to me, and I was really okay with it. I mean, adoption to me is nothing. These are the people that brought you up, so it doesn't matter. That whore that gave me up in Milwaukee, I've got some anger issues with. But, you know, my mom and dad adopting me was fine. So there are people that have problems with it, though. It's like, it's hard for them.
What age did you find out you were adopted?
I was 8 years old.
Okay.
It was one of the few memories I have of my childhood.
Can I rewrite this memory for you, like how I see it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So 8-year-old, let's see, you would have been in like what, second or third grade?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Probably
First,
third.
we're talking about Adam.
Just keep digging on the adopted kid. That's fine.
He didn't get a grade for catching crawdads out in the retaining pond. So 8-year-old Adam comes home, and his mom, of course, adopted mother, whom he has no idea is he thinks. Did you believe that was your real mother for the longest time?
Of course.
Okay. Fixes him a nice little snack.
Nope, no snack. But go ahead. You're
In my
recreating.
reality,
I'm sorry.
you had a snack.
I'm sorry. You're
It
recreating.
was
Go ahead.
Chef Boyardee ravioli, a hearty meal, maybe a side of homemade garlic bread that you take the whatever loaf of bread you have and you slather butter on it and then like garlic salt.
Is this because I have a little bit of a bigger nose and kind of a green tint to my skin?
No, this is just how
my
I
mom
think
trying to make me feel welcome.
That
With some Italian fare.
Any serious issue in a Italian or in a white family can be not an Italian family in a white family can be solved or softened
food.
Right.
Yeah.
With canned delights. So a plate of ravioli, Chef Boyardee, a little bit of homemade garlic bread.
Yep.
And then check it out. Hits the fucking. What year was this, by the way?
It would have been 74.
Oh, excellent. So maybe something from is it David Gates bread? So maybe like
no. Well, I mean, it's again. This is you.
Beneath a tree.
You can actually, if you want to use my mom's selections, it would have been John Denver.
Yeah.
John Denver, Helen Reddy, Carpenters. I mean, you can use any of those if you want to bring reality back into your scenario.
I'm
if you
not trying to
don't,
bring any reality to this,
then say
Adam. This is my
David
reality,
Gates.
and stay the fuck out of it. It's your story, but now I'm running with it.
Adopted people have problems.
Let's see what else happened. Let's see. Okay, so you were given the meal. You totally got me off track, by the way. David Gates
he was painting a picture. Adam.
Right. David Gates playing bread. I would say Diary, although the point of the song is a little different, but it's very relaxing to listen to. Let's see. You're eating it, and they're like, Adam, we have something to tell you. One, you are the best player on your T-ball team right now. That's not even a question. Two, we love you no matter what. And three, you're adopted. Don't hate us. And we will give you as much canned pasta as it takes to make this better for you.
How you enjoying those ravioli?
And this is what's your favorite Dave Gates song? Also, and that's how I think it went for you. I don't know. That's me.
Eerily similar.
Yeah, just skated on over it.
Just eerily similar.
Who sang Sister Golden Hair? What was that song?
America?
America.
Is that America? That's
America.
what I hear.
Will I keep on thinking of her, Sister Golden Hair Surprise?
That's the
Little hickey.
That's the soundtrack that's in my head.
Yeah.
whenever I paint that.
Soundtrack of my life is Sister Golden Hair, right? Are we probably too much time about my
No,
adoption?
go. If you have anything else you want to talk
for
about,
it.
please.
No.
You're the guest tonight.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Guest talks about whatever. Let's do this.
Oh, cheers.
And
Clinkies.
do you want a little nip of this real quick?
I'm good.
Because we got nothing but sex questions after this.
Oh, are we getting to that portion?
I'm sorry. Let me get closer to the mic. It's a. Do you guys want to go for it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I did today is I went down to the Dilly Deli, and I was trying to get, and I had sex with a hole in a tree.
Good night.
Yep, and that's the end of the segment. No, I went and asked the girls, all the waitresses down at the Dilly Deli, to just they don't. A lot of them pertain to sex, but just any question you ever wanted to ask a guy, and in their tradition, a lot of them had to do with sex. So we're gonna go through these one by one. There's like 5 or 6 here.
Let's give Dilly Deli a plug real quick. What Dilly Deli downtown in Tulsa? Who do you ask for when you go in?
Oh, I sit at the bar and I get Dana or Evan, but that's who I. Those are both girls, but they're all good. And
is that the name of some of their sandwiches too?
Yes.
The Dana.
What do you like to order? When
Evan.
Are you ready for the most? I got a phone call here.
Thank you, Dilly Deli. Fuck.
No,
Why do you have to name your store that?
You don't need a. No,
I don't need a shot. No,
it's the most conceited sandwich. I ordered the Richard.
Seriously?
So, yep. So that's what I get.
Have something to do with you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's nothing like me, but it's a delicious sandwich and everything's good there. Anyway, let's get on to these questions here. You guys ready?
Go for it.
Shoot.
Okay, I'm gonna go right off the bat. I don't know. Maybe let's go. Let's feel an easy one real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Does sleeping with a guy on the
Yes.
first date Does sleeping with a guy on the first date ruin his opinion of a girl?
Possibly.
Okay.
I'm not going to be definitive about that one.
Yeah.
No, go for it. Expand, please.
Well,
I need to drink my shot.
He'll burn bridges if he.
No, I won't burn bridges, and I don't care about burning bridges. Bow bridges I care about.
Any bridges.
The Bridges family. Yeah, Jeff. 7 Bridges Road. Sometimes I'll care about. Horrible song, by the way. No,
except the Bridges of Madison County. Terrible. Sorry.
Burn that fucker.
Burn that burn it. Get a pile of it and burn it.
Done. White people can like that.
It's done. He's got witchcraft.
I'm a warlock.
Prove it.
He just keeps sharpening the point on the minority pencil. Yeah. He's just fine grained. I'm a warlock, adopted, white.
Preacher's kid. Military brat.
There you go. Not a lot of you around. Anyway.
No.
And you sleep with chicks on the first date.
Yep. Yes.
I have no problem with it.
No, I don't either. It depends on the context. Is this somebody that you're going to go out with again? It doesn't matter. I mean, a hookup's a hookup, and a date's a date, and it doesn't lower my opinion of them. Mm-hmm. It takes some mystery away, I think. I would say this, for a sustained relationship, it might be a hurdle for me. It really might.
Yeah, it kind of just depends on what you're going for. If you're going for a relationship,
all my long-term relationships, I've had to wait.
Think about it a little harder. If all you want is the hookup, then go for the hookup and be honest about it. It's just,
who cares?
Throw all your cards on the table and go for it.
I've never been married, so maybe that disqualifies me from. But
no, not at all. It's a different opinion because I have been married. Mark is married, so
yeah. I don't.
We've got a great table here. That's awesome. I didn't even put that together.
I'm white
people in those brains.
Great table.
It doesn't bother me a bit. In fact, I'm actually really grateful. I'm like, you wanted to
get that.
You were so attracted to me that you wanted to get that out of the way. Whatever. As far as my opinion of you after, let me say first of all that I don't need the best or the wildest sex ever, but we do have to be compatible. You know what I mean? If that's not good, then there's no amount of conversation, dinners, fucking Pinterest, conversations that we could ever have that would take the place of that's going to be the basis for me. It's not everything to me, but at the end of the day, when the lights go off and we're the only two people here, that's got to be good. So I got to know that. Once I establish
that's the closest you're ever going to be with another person.
Right.
And if it doesn't work, then, big deal.
Exactly.
It is a big deal.
It is.
But then, yeah, you're right. It's not the be all. We can still have fun,
And rarely in my life has the first time you ever have sex with a girl, rarely has it been the best,
it's
right.
Never,
maybe 2 or 3
unless she does it for a living, unless she's a pro.
Oh, and then
but then expectations are there too.
Right, and then I have to pull out $200 or whatever Tulsa Backpage said the cost of it was. Yeah. That's fine too. But I would rather get that out of the way. Now, here's a funny thing. As hard as we play here on this show, I'm going to be far more intimate with you after something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All the guesswork and all the gameplay is out of the way.
This might actually work out worse for you because now I'm going to be speeding everything along. So, we wake up, we fuck or whatever. And the next day I'm like, hey, I'm having dinner with my parents later.
Yeah, you want to go meet?
You want to come over? They're like, what? I just something I was asking. Sorry. But yeah, I'm a lot. You get I put it in 5th gear.
Clingy rich.
Yep, sure. You got it. You're not gonna get rid of me. Anyway,
I have a couple points. First, you were Mr. Zimmerman. You were talking about that's the closest you'll ever be with anybody. And I almost wore a hoodie tonight for Trayvon. When's the last time you were in a 3-legged race? Because that might actually be the closest to anybody that you'll ever be. So, you get in a 3-legged race. It's been a long time for you.
Bulletproof points.
Exactly.
Good Lord.
So there's that. The second one, I get the clingy thing, but it's the one thing that we really knock girls for. You got to fight that clingy because it's just like anytime you...
And you can't give girls that weapon on us to know that we're that clingy.
Right. Well, ultimately, you're going to lose because you suddenly have...
selling us down the river, is that what this is?
Yeah, I think you've taken your masculinity down a notch by becoming clingy.
I've never been married, so I really don't give a shit. So. Anyway.
Fair enough. Next.
Next question. Okay. That was an easy one. Let's see. I'm gonna throw you another softball too.
Okay. Underhand.
And then we're
Toss it underhand. So
yep.
Okay.
Underhand coach pitch. Boom. Yep. What's really a guy's biggest turnoff? Adam.
Can we go anywhere we want to go?
Anywhere, man.
It's okay.
We got the explicit tag.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, and it's not a Tulsa thing. This is kind of sensitive ground. Keep your shit clean. Since I have been back in Tulsa, I was in Chicago for a long, long time, and since I have been back,
Chicago girls are cleaner. Is that what you're saying?
You know what? Tulsa girls were really clean before I left.
Tulsa girls don't like this man. He's full of shit. He says you're dirty.
I don't know what happened after I got back, but I have encountered some not good.
This is actually in keeping with that hipster thing we said when the hipster movement arrived. Yeah, it's while you were gone, and it was like now it's cool to be dirty.
Do you think there wasn't hipster going on in Chicago when I was there?
No, but you said that when you left Tulsa.
Yeah. In that reference,
and everything was relatively clean, and now you come back to Tulsa.
And just to be clear, I'm not talking about hair.
No.
I'm talking about
funk.
Yes.
A bitch doesn't know what a wet wipe is or what ivory soap is.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, that is by far.
Sorry, I said bitch.
I mean, in the context of sex, that's the biggest turnoff. In the context of just talking to a chick.
Yeah.
Or just hanging out with them.
Yeah.
It's just too much chatter. But that's always going to be a man-woman thing. I think women feel the need to kind of carry.
Oh, no. I'm totally on that cleanliness thing. Like we've explained earlier.
Yeah.
I'm always very aware of how I'm the first person to know when my asshole stinks.
Yeah. We're not necessarily going.
I go to Spot Knot before I have sex.
But
I hire a guy. I go to Spot Knot, and I just have him hose me down before I'm getting ready to go have sex.
I think I said I'd try to do a handstand in the shower, but it doesn't always work that way.
I probably have more wet wipes than any other human being on the planet. And it's just, I will.
If I could stare at you doing a handstand in the shower, I would probably look like a 21-year-old right now.
Your heart would race that much. If I could do,
Like, I'll give you an example. Again, I love talking about my asshole. I took a crazy shit today. I mean, it was a challenging bowel movement. And
so we're elevating the show now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going for ratings, baby.
I'm not sure your bowel movements get us there,
but my asshole is equal to ratings. It smelled terrible, and I did it with the door open. And then I immediately regretted it because this smells horrible.
This is escaping to the rest of the house.
Yeah, it's just awful.
You have to light candles,
right? Where I cook foods and people come into the living room immediately, and
you're like, oh,
right, and
damn that cat.
But you don't ventilate your house, and like people can come into your house immediately and they'll smell shit, and I don't want that. I don't want people to smell my ass. I don't want them to be the first impression of my house when they come over, especially girls. And I have a thing where if I know a girl's coming over, I go into just a manic cleaning mode. I just clean the shit out of everything.
Febreze, everything.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll never look that good as it will at between the hours of 2:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning. The house looks so great. It's incredible. But the other thing is, besides straightening up, I got to get whatever ass smell, and I'm very sensitive to it. When I walk into my house, I'm like, oh, it smells much like, maybe nobody else picks up on it at first. I'm very sensitive to it. The only other thing, like if I really want to be sure, if I've got a day before a girl comes over, I bring Sue on, my mom, sweet Sue, and
she's your recon.
Right, and unknowingly, I don't say, hey, come over to my house and see if you can smell my ass anywhere. She's just very critical of my entire life.
Yeah.
So, right.
Nothing, no
she's just
barred.
very incredibly critical. So, bringing her in the house, she immediately just all over me. You're too loud. Your hair is stupid, and it smells like your butt in here. That's immediately so.
All right, thanks, Mom. See ya.
Yep. So I'm like, okay, it still smells like my butt, so I need to Febreze it. I need to Lysol it, and I need, that's if I have a day.
I don't know. Are you banging your mom?
Not at all. She's just very. She's like the Geiger counter of mistakes.
So this is great. Your mom is Fijian?
Yes.
Okay. So Fijian moms are exactly like white dads, apparently. Look, we have something. Yeah, we can bond.
Fault finding.
But she didn't want me to play any sports though. She wanted me to. Here's a funny little Sue.
Oh no, I was allowed to play soccer and volleyball. Apparently, I didn't play any sports either. So.
Did you have to wear a dress to school too? Shit.
in the Oklahoma mindset, like soccer and volleyball would actually not be considered sports. So
Title IX shit.
If I'm not rolling around on a mat with somebody or in big pads punching somebody across a line, then I'm not actually playing sports. That was my point.
That's called dinner at the Bielefeld household. Everything you just described. So anyway, let's get to another question. You guys make me turn this goddamn thing back on. Okay, now this is going to be you're going to feel a tough one here. Do guys really enjoy anal? Mark. Started with Adam earlier.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sure.
Adam, please.
Receiving or giving?
That was my first thought, but then I didn't want to go there.
No, get with a girl.
Yes,
giving.
it's one of my favorite things.
Asses.
It's one of my favorite things.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay. So, what is it about as compared to pussy that is better?
It's the taboo.
I mean, it's the well. There's that.
I agree. Mentally.
There is that. Assholes are tighter than pussies.
Okay.
It's a fact. Okay. On like 7-year-olds, it's a little different, but beyond that,
You're an awful person.
I am an awful person.
No.
White people problems.
It is.
No, I think it's mostly the taboo factor.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it though. I think it feels good.
I'm a take it or leave it person.
I'm a doggy style guy to start with, so I've got two options.
And you did say earlier, to be fair, you did say that you are an ass guy. That's
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, you're right there.
If I don't now, and this is I think going to be a little bit important. If I don't get it, it's okay.
Yeah,
I would never be like, it's like
it's more. I
it's
guess
fine. That's
take it or leave it is a good
yeah.
is a good way to say
never
it.
Gonna,
absolutely.
I'm never gonna pester a girl for it.
Hey.
If you love me,
prove it.
I just do that from behind. Hey.
If you love me, you'll do it. No, I'm a take it or leave it guy.
Yeah. I would never make anybody do anything that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
it really
it's real
is.
good up here in the dome. I like it. But let me just say first, and I'm not sucking up to women at all. I don't give a shit about half of what you guys do except give me attention. But
I think he's
feel the same way about men.
yeah, I don't listen to any of what I rarely will I listen to what you guys say. But anal, pussy is the most amazing thing on earth. It really is. It's just
if it's good, you're right.
It looks good.
Yep.
There have been 100 artists who've maybe roughly 100 who've painted or sculpted pussy. It's wonderful. It's accommodating. You can start with, it goes like that, and you can just stick the biggest shit in it ever, and then when you're done, just snaps right the fuck back. It's incredible.
People come out of it.
People come out of it. It feels good. I really do think, for the most part, that the perfume industry has that. You're basically trying to get something similar. You don't want to say that you want it to smell like pussy, but you want something with the same effect as pussy.
There's a company in Germany that actually came out with a scent that was specifically supposed to be. It was supposed to be pussy. That's what it was.
You tell me the brand, and I will spray it all over my fucking couch.
What's German for pussy? I don't know.
Mushy is actually a.
Well, that seems
that's kind of a derogatory.
Stupid.
Ist mushy.
Half
I told that to somebody the other day.
Half of what the Scorpions sang about.
Yeah.
It's a mushy. Yeah.
We drink with pride. Anyway. I don't need anal, but I like it. And honestly, when they talk about like sexual pleasure, any scientist worth his salt will tell you that it's better for women. So take that to the bank, because I said it, and I'm your doctor. Do what I tell you.
What's better for women?
Anal.
Is better for women? Why are they stealing all the thunder?
It's just good
and if it is, why aren't they all doing it?
It's a movement led by white women to steal all the good shit.
Hate them.
Let's see here. You guys want to move on to another question?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
We exhausted the anal.
Yeah, I'm going to throw. Okay, so let's go. I'll throw you.
I've done that as well.
This one is the dumbest one, and I'm not even going to mention specifically who asked it, but this is by far the dumbest question I received today. But any question deserves an answer.
Sure.
Do guys dream of their wedding day?
No.
Nope.
Next
Sounds
question.
pretty good to me. We're not girls, and
No.
I don't. And this is not like I'm really not trying to make this like a girls are stupid, men are smart thing. But this is like one of the biggest differences between us. We don't.
That's kind of just a blatant.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm going to say this. Now, I'm divorced now. And I was married for 7 years. I was
I
with.
think we got
I was
all the reasons why.
with. Not all of them.
You're done. That's
God, there's so many. We don't have enough time.
Peel the
Chicks
onion.
hate
Yeah,
adopted
there's gonna be, we're gonna have to go 2 shows on that
So
if
If you're
you want
adopted,
to.
if you're listening to this podcast anywhere around the world, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're an adopted dude, there's no woman that will ever love you, and that is a scientific fact.
It's also a country
Dr.
song now. I'm adopted. Ain't no girl gonna love me. Doc Sedan. So
What a J.J. Cale song?
probably, well, he died. Oh, props to JJ, by the
Before
way.
he could finish that song.
By the way, props to JJ.
For not releasing that song.
Well, he may have to white people.
Who did the Doc Sedan song?
I don't know. I'm sure they just hired somebody from Doc Sedan. Doc Sedan.
Doc Sedan, gentle Doc Sedan.
When nature can't lend a hand or something like that.
Who sang that?
Rely on Doc Sedan. I don't know, Slim Whitman. Who the hell knows?
Does whatever. A
What was I talking about? Oh, marriage.
I got the interwebs. Yeah, go. You
Marriage.
Yeah.
So I did get married. And I will tell you this. I enjoyed
Good for
my
you.
wedding. Did you enjoy your wedding?
Yeah.
I enjoyed my wedding very, very much. I really did. I had a very nice time. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing that I brought to the wedding was extra socks because I knew groomsmen would probably forget socks. It happened. Other than that, I didn't bring shit to the wedding day except my dad did the wedding, my sister sang in it, blah,
Yep.
blah, blah. But other than that,
Did you dream of your sister singing at this wedding?
no. No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's a cool memory looking back on it, but I don't know that it
This
was.
is
it
in
was
no way did you ever
growing
look
up.
back and say,
Oh, no. There was no way growing up that this
Yeah.
ever.
Not
No,
dreaming of it.
my point was that it was a great day.
Yeah,
it was.
good time,
But
good
did
memory,
I dream
but-
about it? No. Fuck
going
no.
back like right after 8-year-old Adam got told he was adopted, there was he did not
Over
say,
ravioli
I
and
can't wait.
yeah.
I can't wait to get married and just mash this memory out of my mind.
And adopt somebody. Because my dad was adopted, dick.
Oh, it's a family tradition.
Yeah.
Awesome. We eat
That's why Hank drinks.
turkey. I don't know why. It's just my dad really loves turkey. That's a tradition.
Because he's white.
Turn it on again.
Ladies from the Dilly Deli, thank you for the questions.
Sorry about the answers.
Sorry about that. Exactly. Let's move
I
on.
am never getting laid at Dilly Deli.
Nope.
Never getting anal at Dilly Deli.
No, you're be lucky.
Unless it's a sandwich.
You'll be lucky to get pancakes there. Okay, so I ran across my favorite website is Craigslist. I buy a lot of things from Craigslist.
Well, there's a lot of other good things Craigslist does.
There are a lot of other good things, and I don't want to seriously get into repeating. Everybody knows how crazy it can be. But I did find a little post on Craigslist, which maybe you guys would be interested in.
Okay. Were you shopping for something this time? What are you?
Were you in rants and raves?
Turquoise.
Okay, honestly,
More
how it came
turquoise.
about was this. I drive that big old truck.
I need a beer for this, please.
Oh.
It's in the ice cube.
Obviously, he was talking to the other brown person. He would never stoop to making a white person get him a beer.
Well, you couldn't actually because the white person wouldn't actually
You need
do
one
it.
too, homie?
You know what? I'm good.
Okay.
I'll do some whiskey here, but go ahead and
A
do
white
your
person is
Craigslist.
completely satisfied at any given. That's weird.
Never.
Anyway, I was this Sunday. There was a post about there was a 2005. Oh, look at that!
Cheers, Craigslist.
Cheers, guys.
Going to jail on the way home.
I'm with you. It's okay.
Yeah,
I have a card.
The white people card.
I got a white person with me.
Yep.
There was a 2005 Honda Civic Hybrid in Springdale, Arkansas.
Okay.
And I called the guy and I was asking a series of important questions. He wanted $5,500 for it, but he said if you can get it before Tuesday, he was going to charge you $48.
Why?
If you
Why?
He's looking to go on vacation, and that was the biggest thing of value that he was willing to sell. Eventually I talked to him, and
That's some bad budgeting just to plan a vacation.
Around the possible sell of your...
It hangs on selling a car.
It's like we have a wheel right now that we're going to spin, and we're going to see however much Dad gets for the family car. That dictates where we go for vacation.
Right. It could be Branson. It could be Six Flags. We'll see.
Yeah, we could rent a room down the street this weekend and
play board games.
Yeah, swim in the pool at Holiday Inn.
That's not vacation?
For hypodermic needles in the Holiday Inn pool. No, but I was waiting on this guy to call me back. I had some questions about the factory hybrid, the electric battery on it and shit. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I was waiting for this. So I just kind of indulged a little bit on the
just wait for him to get back to you and just kind of poking around.
That's what happens when you have an iPad. You're just distracted.
On the toilet,
right?
Flipping.
You don't do important things. You stay on your iPad. Anyway,
crush some candy.
Yep.
That thing.
I
don't. Yeah, you and I talked about this. There's no understanding.
Candy Crush Saga.
I don't get it.
Anybody out there? I love it.
I don't get it.
I support you. I want you to
find us on the.
I do. I will. If you subscribe to this, I will send you that ticket to the next level every fucking time. Trust me.
Fucking Willy Wonka.
But I found a misconnections post.
While looking for hybrid cars in Arkansas, you found a misconnection.
Cars, crushing candy and taking a dump with my iPad.
Right.
I found a misconnection.
It just jumped out to me. I don't know if we can bring it up. If
we
nothing
can
else,
do anything.
We can do anything. Can we bring it up in one of these little spaces here?
Sure.
Do you want me to just go ahead and read it and then we can?
I think that would be the best. Yeah. Now. Yeah. Go ahead and read it. Actually.
Okay, I'll read it and then you guys.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Okay. It's titled Okmulgee Circle K. And
I grew up in Okmulgee.
Did you really?
Yeah, graduated from Okmulgee High School.
Interesting. I did not know that.
You're married to a white woman and you're doing really good.
Mm-hmm. And I don't ride in rodeos or anything. I'm a success story, I think.
I've met people from Okmulgee.
And you're not adopted, right?
Yep. Joke's on the white guy.
But it says the guys, I always see the numbers after, and I assume that means that's your age. It says 38. Okay. So here it is. And it starts out kind of heartfelt.
Could be inseam.
It takes a crazy bad turn.
The long leg. Yeah. But 38 could be inseam, and that's a tall man.
Drink of water.
All right. To the chick who works at Okmulgee Lake Road Circle K, who wild tattooed on her wrist. I want so, bad to eat your pussy. I am, willing to try anything as long as you take your time.
Sounds adopted.
This dude is definitely adopted.
He sounds adopted to me.
This is got
adopted.
Right. I am. Yeah, that's adopted.
Right. If I were like a criminal profiler.
You're like Billie Jean all of a sudden. You're ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Would possible let you fuck my virgin ass with strap on while others watch, or try a bi three-way.
A bi three-way?
A bi three, as in bisexual.
That's like a six-way if you multiply.
I don't know if math was involved.
If you divide, I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly.
If anybody who subscribes to this is a math professor, and you can tell me exactly what
bi three-way.
Bi three-way. That's too much.
There's going to be a reciprocal. Go ahead.
Anything as long as I get to eat you out.
How's two spelled?
It's T-O, but it's after a period, so I was trying to...
Fair enough. I just want to know. I thought it might be T-W-O.
I'm making a lot of assumptions about the inflection and tone of this, the rhyme and meter.
It's a haiku. Almost.
Not really.
I am 38, white, recently devo-riced, comma.
I'm sorry. Can we review Devo-Riced?
I'm going to assume they meant divorced, but I'm not from Okmulgee. Mark, maybe you can tell me.
That's
how it's spelled?
The local.
Now, was there a product from a punk band that came out on your store shelves that was Devo Rice?
Devo Rice.
Yeah, it didn't go far.
Because nobody else got that, as far as I know.
Yeah.
There was Minute Rice and then Rice-A-Roni, and then they tried to launch Devo Rice.
Yeah,
and
didn't
it
take.
did not.
Boil it good.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's as far as they got. That's sad.
Huh. All right.
They're still doing a lot of good things.
And, some of them are
I
dead.
think they made some money.
Some of them
not from the rice, but
I think Mark
Mothersbaugh,
he did the soundtrack for Rugrats and stuff.
Sam Simon, by the way, giving away his $400 million before he dies to charity.
Oh wow!
Fuck you, Oprah. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I love you. You're a hothead.
I think that's the second time Oprah's been brought up on this show too.
Good.
Okay, so I am 38, white, recently divorced.
You were right. It's his age, not his inseam.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did. He actually said so. I was right. 6'3", 200, with above average, extra thick, uncut cock. So I like the first part where it's kind of like a love song.
It's pretty romantic.
The first part of it is.
It flows.
And then it just gets down to
like lyrical.
What's above average, thick, uncut? It sounds like a
meaty.
I mean, I don't know. Sounds like a beef jerky.
Like he's describing bacon.
It sounds like something you would tell the butcher at Skaggs.
I'll have it.
That's how I prefer my beef jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah. What extra thick, uncut?
Right.
38.
38.
But okay, so would you agree this sounds musical? Could this be put to music?
It's poetry or lyrical.
It is at least
definitely.
poetic.
Yeah.
Okay,
do you think you could put this to music?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Is that a challenge?
Now, I'll say this. I've been playing the guitar for 35 years now, almost 36 years.
Okay.
I played the piano for about 6 years prior to, I'm not 48 yet,
Would possible?
It would be a challenge for me, and all I've done musically, to put that to music.
I would get Adam tattooed on my wrist. If you would do that. You guys want to try something?
Let's go for it.
All right. Without further ado, the Drinks with Mark and Rich trio featuring Adam Heinlen. Enjoy. Thank you very much for joining our podcast. Like us on Facebook. Any other messages?
Hit our website, drinkswithmarkandrich.com. There's a phone number there. You can leave us a voicemail. Maybe your question will be on the air. And thanks for watching us. Thank you to Adam Heinlen, and enjoy this song. Talk to you later.
Enjoy my extra thick uncut cock.
Thank you so much again for joining us at the Mark and Rich Drinks with Mark and Rich. Thanks again to Adam Heinlen. This one's going to go out to a very special person. It's going out to the girl who worked at the Okmulgee Lake Road Circle K. Thank you so much. It's a very important song, and I think it'd only be fair if I sang it in the style of Michael McDonald. To the chick who works at Okmulgee Lake Road Circle K, who had one tattooed on her waist. I want so bad to eat your pussy. I am willing to try anything as long as you take your time. Oh, take your time. Would possible let you fuck my virgin ass with a strap on while others watch? Or try a by three-way anything as long as I get to eat you out. I'm gonna eat you out. I am 38, white, recently devorized, 6'3", 200, with an above average, extra thick, uncut cock. An extra thick, uncut cock. Here comes that cock, it's uncut cock, it's big old cock, it's uncut cock, it's uncut cock, it's big old cock, it's extra thick, uncut cock. Oh, would it's impossible. It's uncut cock, she had one tattooed on the right, since she's recently devorized with an uncut cock. It's a big old cock.
Special thanks to Adam Heinlen for being part of the show tonight. Do you want to be part of the show? Have a topic you want discussed? Leave us a voicemail with comments or suggestions at 918-373-9120. Join the conversation at www.drinkswithmarkandrich.com. And remember, like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on iTunes.